G'day guys, it's Shane here from DIY for Knuckleheads, and I'm very happy to be teaming up with the Australian Handyman magazine, kookaburras in the background, for the very first video in this series of basic DIY skills, kicking off with how to use the cordless drill. The cordless drill would have to be the go-to tool in any handyman's toolkit. Long gone are the days when we used to lump around big behemoths like this. What a beast! And it's heavy. The great thing about the cordless drill is that they are very simple to use and they come packed full of features. So here's a quick rundown of what to expect from your cordless. Most drills these days are powered with a lithium-ion battery. This one here is a 3 amp hour rated battery. Now, as a general rule of thumb, the higher the amp hour rating, the longer that battery should run for. Both of these drills are 18 volt drills. This has a 3 amp hour rated battery and this one has a 4 amp hour rated battery. So in theory, between charges, this one should outlast that one. Now, to remove the battery so you can recharge it, it's dead easy. All drills will come with some form of clip, like this one here, that you press down and then slide the battery off the body, like that. And to put it back on, just reverse the process. Slide it onto the body like that, then just give it a little click and you are done. Too easy. Now, one of the best features of a modern day cordless drill is that most of them come with a keyless chuck, which is fantastic. You no longer need to find or to have a chuck key to insert or remove your drill bits. Sorry, old mate. We've had some good times together, but it's time to go. See ya. To insert a drill or driver bit into a keyless chuck is dead easy. All you need to do is to rotate the chuck sleeve in an anti-clockwise direction, and you'll notice how the jaws of that chuck are opening up. And when that hole gets big enough to insert your drill or driver bit, place it inside until it hits up hard against the back of that chuck. And to tighten, just simply rotate that chuck sleeve clockwise until you hear this clicking sound. When you hear that, the drill's tight and you're good to go. The next feature you'll find on most cordless drills is this speed range selector switch, which is generally found on top of the drill itself. Now, it has two settings, 1 and 2. In setting 1, or on setting 1, the drill rotates slower, but it has more torque. So it's great for doing jobs like inserting roofing or decking screws. On setting 2, the drill spins faster, but it's great for doing jobs like drilling holes in timber. Now, the next feature to be discussed is the clutch. Yes, the clutch. Now, the clutch feature is a great addition to any cordless drill, and you can find it directly behind the chuck, and it's this adjustable ring. Now, mine's numbered from 1 right through to 16, with 1 being the least resistance and 16 being the most resistance. And the clutch is only useful when the drill itself is in driving mode or screwing mode. Not drilling mode and not hammer mode, but when the driving icon is lined up with the arrow on top of the drill. Without being too technical, the purpose of the clutch is to disengage the drive shaft of the drill. When a preset resistance is selected, say I want to select resistance 5, I just turn the ring until the 5 lines up to the arrow. Now, when I'm driving my screw into the bit of timber, a clicking sound will occur when the resistance is met. Now, the motor's still running, but the screwdriver bit or the driver bit, that isn't. Now, what that does is that it stops the cordless drill from stripping a screw or overdriving it once it's firmly snug. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. I want this center screw to finish up flush with the top of this piece of timber. I don't want to drive it down any deeper. So what I'll do is I'll get my clutch and I'll set it to say 4. And to see how far down I can screw this screw. So it's on 4. The clutch has disengaged the drive shaft and the screw is just proud of the surface. I'll now set the drill or the clutch to say 10 and we'll just see how this screw goes now. Down it goes and the clutch is starting to disengage right now and it's finished up nice and flush with the surface. If I set the clutch to say 16, which is the maximum number for this drill type, let's just see what happens. It drills right through the timber. So now you can see why I love this clutch feature. And finally, let's take a look at the action mode ring, which is this one right here. And you'll notice that there's 3 settings: hammer, driving, and drilling. Now all you need to do is line those icons up with the arrow, and that is the action that your drill will undertake. Now, if you want the clutch to work, it will only work in that driving location. The clutch doesn't work with hammer and it doesn't work with drilling. Now, on the topic of hammer, if you're using the hammer mode, you'll need a masonry drill bit to drill into masonry. See how it's got that funny end on it? A normal drill bit, like this one here, which we all have, won't do it. So in summary, I would have to say that the cordless drill is one tool that I can't do without. Great functionality, looks pretty cool, and they're reasonably priced. So if you haven't got one, do yourself a favour and get one. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed and found that video useful. And as per usual, a big thumbs up is greatly appreciated. And if you haven't already, please hit both of those subscribe buttons for more handy tips. Alrighty, my work's done. Must be time for a cup of tea. So till the next one, I'm out of here. Cheers.